Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I've got a video for you today. Some people have asked, could I do the roof rack section outside of the CCTV video? So what I've done is make that video for you. This will show you how to make a roof rack for under £100 for your Master Mark III or Movano B. So let's take it away. Thanks for all your support, and I'll see you next time. But budget in mind again, we're going to build it at Unistrut, and we're going to build it for under £100 or just over $110, $115, less than that. So I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do and how we're going to do it and the materials we used. So there are a lot of Unistrut roof rack builds on YouTube, all various different things I've sort of borrowed out of. I'm going to do it slightly different as usual. Now, anybody who's not familiar with Unistrut, if you look it up, basically it's a section of strut that's slotted. It's used normally in electrical installations. You can get it in 41 by 41 square or 41 by 21, which is what we're using in this instance. Now, it's quite a versatile product. You can get all sorts of little accessories for it. You'll see me prepare the Unistrut in a minute. But if you don't know, you can get it in several different lengths. I've got 3 meter ones because that was what was accessible to me. But I think you can get them in a longer one. So basically, they're quite a versatile product. So I'm sure you've seen them on YouTube already. I'll show you mine in just a second. So you may be thinking a roof rack's a bit extreme, just to mount 4 budget cameras to the roof of the van. The reason I've gone this way is because having the roof rack opens up a whole world of lot of other opportunities for us to add other projects and exciting things, which we're definitely going to do. So we're going to be using these U-pole products on the Unistrut. One is an X primer that will help the paint adhere to the Unistrut, and a Unipole gloss black top coat. That should help protect it and make it blend in with the rest of the van. Right, that's 2 lengths done now. 2 coats of black. See, I'll show you that. 2 more lengths to do, and then we can get on with the rest of it. So this is what the Unistrut looks like. These are all painted now, which will give you a bit of a preview. We'll come to that in a minute. You can see this design and the slots there. So on the Master itself, unlike some other vans where they've got sort of proprietary roof rack mounting systems, the Master has just got holes in the roof designed to take whatever the factory roof bars or roof rack is. But essentially they're 8 holes per side, running in groups of 2 down the van, and they're just holes in the roof. They've got little plastic bungs or little plasticky rubber bungs in them from standard. So we're going to need to utilise those connections. So we've taken them out, and what we're going to do is we're going to use an M10 stainless riv nut. We're going to widen those holes out, put these in, seal them up into those holes, and then we're going to use those to mount the Unistrut to the roof. These are the little holes that you get supplied to install roof racks. And they've got little bungs in them. So what we're going to do is put an M10 nutsert in there and use the box section to build a bracket up here so we can mount the Unistrut roof rack on top of that. But we need to find the centres of these to transcribe that mark over to the box section to make the standoff brackets correctly. So we're going to measure that up. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but that's 60 mil, 6 centimetres to the centres. So we need to take that, scribe that onto our steel, and then we can make the brackets. Now, the Unistrut itself, I don't want to bolt that straight to the roof of the van, although you could. I actually want a bit more height which will give me a bit more flexibility in terms of mounting the cameras and for other future accessories. So basically what we've done here is we've made up, got some aluminium box. This is 32 by 32. At the bottom here you can see the two holes which are matching the holes on the roof of the Master, and then the top we've got two access holes to get to the top of those bolts and a slot for us to be able to slide that, or slide the Unistrut across the top and bolt it down to wherever we feel it's going to work for us. So the way it's going to work is I've got 8 of these. This riv nut is going to go into the van. This is going to sit on top and be bolted down, and then the Unistrut will be sat on top. That'll give us a nice bit of clearance off the roof of the van and allow flexibility in where we're placing our cross beams to support, you know, the wiring system for the cameras themselves, and anything else we want to add in the future. And here are those box sections I talked about. We've got 8 in total. The whole space, they're 62mm centres for anybody who's interested, and the slots at the top. But again, this is bare alley, then whilst it won't corrode, it will probably get kind of that white sort of corrosion on it. So what we're going to do again is we're going to etch prime, zinc these, paint them all black so it all matches in. So we've got everything laid out on our little kind of impromptu painting table. I'm using a U-Pole etch primer. I love the U-Pole power cans, they work really, really well. So we're going to do these sides, get every side we can get access to, flip them over, and then etch the rest, and then coat it black on top. And around and doing the other sides. They won't take long to dry with that stuff, and then we'll flip them over and make sure we've got good coverage all the way around, and then it's onto the black coat. Right, that's all of them ready, flashing off in the sun. Maybe another 5-10 minutes when they're ready. And we're going with the U-Pole power can gloss black. They're starting to look pretty good now in black, so we'll dry them up and they'll be ready to fit. I mean, this is just protected, it's not really super cosmetic, but just get a bit of paint on there and should keep it all clean and tidy then up on the roof. As I've said in previous videos, when using these, you want to get them the right size. You don't want it too loose, you want it pretty snug. So what I'm going to do is use this old TV stand with some holes in it already. I'm going to widen that out until I find exactly the sweet spot where this goes in nice and snug. One hole, now we'll see if it fits. Should be snug. Super snug. Bloody perfect. So for two of the lengths that we've got, cut them in half pretty much to make our 4 crossbars for the actual roof rack itself. So that's, out of the 4 we bought originally, that's 2 cut into there. Now what I'm going to be doing, let's go to this end actually. These little ends, I've got these rather nice little PVC caps that I'm going to push on the end. I'll probably put a little bit of glue on them as well, just to make sure they stay there, but that'll neaten up the ends of that quite nicely. Right, so these are the holes that are standard in the master roof. They're just little rubber bungs. We're going to pop these out, drill them out to size, get some riv nuts in there. And you can see they run down the length of the van. So let's go for it. Right, so we've got our holes now, so we're just going to test fit these M10 riv nuts. So we'll stick them in the hole, they should be nice and snug. Now we are going to put a bit of sealer around these when we fit them in for permanent, but this is just to make sure they're going to be snug, which they are, looking good. So that's going to form our bases where our mount brackets are going to bolt down to. So that's looking good. So all we've got to do now is drill out the rest of them, and then we'll get them riv nuts riveted in. I'm going to protect the holes with some colour match paint from Paint Nuts, just to protect it from rust or anything. For some added protection, when these go down through the roof, just going to give them a bit of a sealant around the outside just to seal them off. Hopefully they definitely won't leak then. Fingers crossed they won't leak. Okay, so all the riv nuts in place with the sealant. Hope you can see that. And they go all the way down the van, both sides. And now we've got to do what we've got to do is give them the old squeeze with a tool, and that will lock them in there. So screwing this all the way down, it's a little bit different for us because we put the nut certs in first. We're screwing it all the way down till it touches the end of the nut cert. So just back it up a little bit. Now keeping it as flat as you can, I'll keep some pressure in the downward direction. And Rich is going to give it a squeeze with the handles. He's got a bit of a squeeze on. Squeeze it right up. Let the pressure off your handles. Unwind the nut. That should take the threaded mandrel out of the hole. And then we should have a perfectly good M2 thread for us to bolt down our brackets to. Super solid, it's going nowhere. So again, what we need to do now is repeat that in all the riv nuts that we've put in the holes already. Right, with them squidged down, we've got to do this 8 more times, but I'll try and show you this one because it's a bit awkward filming, and then we'll get the rest of them done. But basically, these are the spacers that we're going to use to lift the Unistrut off the top. The Unistrut will bolt to the top of these. There are 2 holes in there. So what we're going to do is going to put a bit of sealant around the bottom of this, stick it down. We've got our M10 bolts and washers, and we're going to put some thread lock on there as well, just to make sure A, they don't come undone, and we don't get any water down through the holes. So all the brackets now have been round, and not very tightly, but I've sealed the bottom of them. I don't want any water getting in under these brackets and working its way in, so although it doesn't look the prettiest now, you're not actually going to see that too much when we put the end caps on and the roof rack is complete. Right, so the eagle-eyed among you may have already spotted that, in my wisdom, I used one of the original holes, so I can get close there, to put my solar wires down through. So that's one of the original roof rack holes. So what we're going to do is we're going to space it up, and above that about 3 washers width to give us that height off there. So that's the plan. We'll go right across with the washers onto each bracket, and we'll show you how to bolt them up now. Right, so we've got this rail attached now, super solid. There's a bit of a faff doing this because what we've had to do is get the bolt to come up through, use the, let's see if I can get a better picture, use the washers to space the rail from the bracket to clear our solar thing, and put another square washer in on top and a lock nut in there. Now it's just awkward and a bit of a faff. You've got to go in from this end of the box with a spanner to hold the bolt, align all your square washers, come in through the top, use a box spanner in this because you can't get a normal socket in on it, and do them up nice and tight. Like I said, not super exciting to watch and a bit of a faff, but we're there, so we've just got to do the other side now. So final job on the brackets is I've prepped up our little plastic end caps, so with a little bit of silicone sticky glue going in the ends to seal them up, and I'll show you on this one. Like I said before, I've just nipped the corner off them because water will get down in through here and I want it to be able to run out of this channel. So I'm going to clip those in. That's our little caps on the end, tidied that up nicely. So now I've just got to do all the rest of them, and that'll be those support brackets finished. Right, with all that fitted, the next bit is to attach these cross rails where we want them. Now if I come up here, you can see they come out nicely to the edge of the van, which is what we want. I want to come into this second slot where I want to attach this bar to it. So to do it, we use the little spring fellas that we used before. So I've positioned the spring nut in the second slot. I've got a square washer for the top, a bolt, another washer, and these all important box spanners. I actually won't be able to do them up. The slots didn't line up perfectly on mine, so I've had to drill a hole to match these up. So get the washer in. Bolt to go down through into the little spring captive nut. Make sure that's caught. It's caught now. I need to go to the other side just to make sure that matches up before I tighten anything down. And that's our first bar attached. So I've got to do that 2 more times. Finally, got the finished product there. Super solid. This is the cameras that we was doing. Now we've got options. We can mount them pretty much where we want, even if we build a off the side, and any other little accessories that we need. There we are, folks. That's the roof rack wrapped for